Okay, so boom, last video we did good, man. I appreciate y'all showing me some love, man. Go keep commenting and all that good shit, man. I appreciate y'all. So on today's video, we're gonna keep the ball rolling. So this is one of the many concepts that I want to implement into my content creation. So it's reviews, book reviews, series reviews, movie reviews, and whatever other fucking reviews I come up with. So we go start off with Atomic Habits, book review of Atomic Habits. So what I will do is I will summarize the basic fundamentals, and then I will give you what I think of the book. So yeah, we will begin. So the cover basically summarizes the basic points right here. And that is an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So that's basically the book. All right. So here's my review sheet. We'll get to reading. All right. The core principles of the book is how to create a bad habit. How to create a good habit and how to break a bad one. For good habits, the formula is, and they got this chart, right? Just so you know what I'm reading. Let me find this chart. And it is some shits that I want to do that I haven't done yet with this book. Okay, there goes the chart. So, before I get to this chart, so like, I want to go through, because I underlined, while I was reading, I underlined shit that stuck out to me. Like, for this one, it says context clues. You see that underline? Stop thinking about your environment as filled with objects. Start thinking about it as filled with relationships. So, about every so often, and I got like that boxed in. So every so often, I underline shit that sticks out. That was for context clues. For the habit scorecard, I guess I didn't find that one. Does this habit? Oh yeah, so they got some other shit where it's like cast a vote. Does this habit cast a vote for or against my desired identity? So I want to go through this and just write all of the underlying things that I have and the heading that it goes for or the chapter that it goes for. But that is to be continued. But anyways, the chart right here. They have a chart. It's 4 laws for good habits, and then they inverse it for 4 laws for bad habits. So, yeah. The first law, I'm gonna just read from the sheet. Okay, so for good habits, the formula is make it obvious. If my goal is to get in shape, put my equipment somewhere I will see it frequently. So yeah, if I'm trying to work out more, put some dumbbells out in a place where I'm gonna see it frequently. That way, it's right there, so it's hard to ignore. Make it obvious. Make it attractive. Pair what seems to be a chore with something you like doing, and get around people that have the same interest. So yeah, make it attractive. So if my goal is to work out, but I don't want to work out, I will be like, after I make breakfast, I will do 300 push-ups. And then after my 300 push-ups, I will watch TV. So I'm pairing things that I do want to do with things that I don't want to do, and then following up with something that I also want to do. So to make it attractive. It's like a pause sandwich. So you're squishing the negative thing or the thing that you need to do and don't want to do with stuff that you're already doing. And that is fun. So if every morning you wake up and you drink a coffee and you love drinking your coffee, then after you drink your coffee, you should work out. Or you should journalize your plans for the day. Or whatever it is that you want to implement more into your life. All right, so that's making it attractive. Make it easy. Choose the path of least resistance. So make it easy. And what he means by how I interpret, not even interpret, this is what the book says. If you're like 7 foot tall, right, you probably shouldn't try and be a gymnast. You should probably try like basketball or something. So you choose the path of least resistance. If you are 300 pounds, you probably shouldn't try Olympic diving, maybe more like sumo wrestling. So choose the path of least resistance. Make it satisfying. Make doing nothing enjoyable. If your goal is saving money, let's say you skip a dinner. Take that. Okay, so boom. If I'm saving up money and I like skip dinner. Now, if I skip dinner and I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, damn, I skipped dinner. That's cool. There's nothing to really like give me a boost. There's nothing to make it rewarding or to make it satisfying. If I take that money out of my account and transfer, you would make a separate account and label it like vacation savings. So the money that I would have spent on dinner, on going out instead of cooking, and I'm gonna repeat that, on going out, because dinner is dinner regardless, but the money that I have saved by cooking at home instead of going out, I would take that money and transfer it into a vacation savings account or wherever the fuck you want to label it. So now I get to watch that account rise up, although I've done absolutely nothing. You see what I'm saying? You see what he did there? That's making it satisfying. That's the basic summary and my takeaways for good habits. Now let's do the same for bad habits. For bad habits, it's the exact opposite. So these are all 4 laws. So it's make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Those are the 4 laws for making a good habit stick. And then the inverse, the opposite of that for bad habits is make it invisible. If you want to stop smoking, reduce the amount of exposure. So if you want to stop smoking cigarettes, you probably shouldn't have a pack of cigarettes next to your bed on your nightstand. If you want to stop smoking cigarettes, then you probably shouldn't go to a cigarette smoking convention. Does that make sense? If you want to stop drinking alcohol, then you probably should not go to the bar every night. So make it invisible, which is the opposite of make it attractive. So make it invisible. Make it unattractive. Make it invisible is the opposite of make it obvious. Now, the obvious of make it attractive is make it unattractive. Smoking seems attractive because it calms stress. But it causes lung cancer and damages your health in the long run. So focus on the impact it has on your health. Focus on how healthier you'll be when you stop smoking cigarettes instead of the short relief of stress that it does do. And in the book, he says some shit about how like it seems like it reduces stress, but it really doesn't. And I know that's again some shit that I probably underline and I'm gonna have to go through again. But yeah, I'm gonna just stick with this part because that's what stuck out to me. So yeah, make it unattractive. Instead of focusing on the instant gratification, focus on the long term. Because in the long term, smoking cigarettes is really bad. And it is proven. Okay? Lung cancer. All of that. Brown buildup. Bad breath. That shit. And then if we're talking about vapes. I ain't no saint. But if we're talking about vapes, right? Vapes are, any person that vapes, including myself, is a fucking guinea pig. Same for the parents out there that let their kids sit on a fucking phone all day. So, no one has done a 30-year research on the effects of a vape. Because we haven't been smoking vapes for 30 years. They haven't been around for 30 years. So no one fucking knows what happens after 30 years of battery juice. We're just fucking taking a risk and we're being guinea pigs and we're fucking swinging with it. At least cigarettes are naturally born, the tobacco in a cigarette. Fuck all the extra chemicals that they add to it, because that's the bullshit. That's that man-made fuckery. But a vape, hold on, let me finish that though. The tobacco is grown from Mother Earth. So it does have a purpose. And it's definitely way better than some man-made battery juice. Now, the purpose of tobacco probably ain't to be smoked. I don't know what it is, but it's got a purpose. And yeah, but a cigarette better than a vape. Vapes, you're just fucking a guinea pig. Same for kids in these tablets, in these cell phones. When I got my first phone at 16, it was like 15. My brother gave it to me. It was a little BlackBerry. Bitch ain't had no minutes, ain't had no Wi-Fi connection. It was barely. It wasn't even touchscreen. It was fucking keypads. I used to walk down the street and click the buttons and act like I was doing something. That was the first time I ever got a phone. Was 16, 15, 16. And it was a gift. So, and these kids nowadays are like fucking 4 years old. Like this.
in the grocery store. Do you know how fucking damaging that is for not only their attention span, their motherfucking retinas, just their brain? You know how much radiation is pulsing off of this phone? Bruh, y'all niggas is making y'all kids some guinea pigs. But that's a tale for another time. Anyways, let me get back on point. Make it unattractive. Focus on the long run when it comes to smoking. Focus on the damage to your health. Make it difficult. If you want to use your phone less, leave it in a separate room while you're doing your work. Or if you want to stop watching TV as much, take the batteries out the controller when you're done using it and separate them. So that way, next time you want to watch TV, you have to go out of your way to get the batteries and put them in your controller, and that's just adding extra steps. It makes it difficult. And if you do that, or another thing, I think we was talking about, take your TV and put it in like a closet. So that way, when it comes to next time, 4 hours from now, when you want to watch TV, or 12 hours from now, you have to actually manually put the work in to do it. Like, fuck, I gotta drag this TV from here to here. And it'll decrease the chances, because I know you motherfuckers know some lazy times where you're like, nigga, out at 3 in the morning, ain't no way I'm finna go into the closet, pick my TV out, and plug it in to watch TV. You feel me? Alright, so that's making it difficult. And then make it unsatisfying. Find accountability buddy. Find accountability buddy. So if you go back on your word, you fail more than yourself. So if I want to work out 5 days a week, I need to let someone else like Kayla know, hey, I'm gonna work out 5 days a week. So that way, at day 3, I'm like, hey, I didn't work out 5 days a week. She's like, what the fuck? And I feel like I'm disappointing more than myself. It just adds more pressure to the scenario. All right. So, and I'm gonna. That's my summary, but I do wanna. Those are my key takeaways. So I want to give you the whole chart though, because this handy dandy chart is pretty dope. And there was this other one where it was like, I can't remember where this was at, but it was actually a really good analogy. It was like 1% better. You get 1% better by the day, and it was just talking about like the point when it pays off is how I word it. So it was like, it referred to an ice cube, right? Ice cube, frozen. Let's just say it's currently at 20 degrees, and the boiling point or the melting point is 35. We're at 20, it melts at 35. So I'm gonna get 1 degree better every day, and then once all right, so I'm at 20. Now I'm at 21. I wake up tomorrow, I get to 22. Then I'm at 23. Then I'm at 24. And I keep going, and I keep going, and I keep going. Now, a week from now, once I'm doing that 1%, it might not feel no different. I'm still seeing a frozen ass ice cube. But eventually, you go hit that 34, and then, boom, that's what happens. That 1% from 34 to 35, now that ice cube is melting. Now you got that 6-pack, you feel me? Or now you just did 38 backflips in a row, nigga. You feel me? Or now your bitch just start sucking your dick left and right because you that nigga. You feel me? Or your bank account just fucking quadrupled because it finally paid off. You feel me? So that was dope. And I'm like niggifying the concept. But anyways, I thought that was really cool. I'm going to get to this stuff. So this is the chart. All right? This is the chart. It's got not only the 4 laws, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it breaks them down more in depth. So it does the same thing for the opposite. So I guess I'll read these. Maybe it'll be more in depth. Maybe it'll help you out a little bit more. So the book is good though. So make it obvious. Fill out the habit scorecard. Write down your current habits to become aware of them. 1. Use implementation intentions. I will behavior at time and location. So it's more in depth. Fill out a habit scorecard, write down your current habits to become aware of them. Oh yeah, so the habit scorecard is literally just like your habits, and you're ranking them from if this is a good habit, or if this is a bad habit, or if this is a neutral habit. Like waking up is neutral. I think it's good, but in the book it says neutral. Taking a shower is neutral. Yanking your meat is probably bad. Smoking a cigarette is probably bad. But doing laundry is good.
Cleaning your car is good. Doing some push-ups, that's good. So you just write down your shit and you rank it. Use implementations, intentions. I will work out at noon in the living room instead of just I will work out. So you're in depth. Use habit stacking. After I get done working out, I will read 10 pages. Design your environment. I think that one is supposed to be more like good though. Like after I drink a coffee, I will. Yeah, it is. That's the one that I had referred to in here. So after I drink my coffee that I fucking love and I can't live without, I will do 300 push-ups. Design your new environment. Make the cues of good habits obvious and visible, such as laying out dumbbells. So that is the 4 little pillars for make it obvious. Make it attractive. Use temptation bundling. Pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. I want to go out, but I need to clean my clothes. After I clean my clothes, I'll go out. Join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. I want to work out, so I'm gonna go hang out with a bunch of fucking meatheads that work out. But his was more in depth because it was like he had talked about like this little chat of like he was giving an example, but a chat of like nerdy people that are trying to get in shape or people that read that are trying to get in shape. And it's 2026. I live in Columbus, so I mean, I could probably go on Facebook right now or on fucking Google and search 2 habits that I like to do. Skateboarders that are getting in shape, and there's probably a group chat on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, something. I just threw Reddit out there. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm pretty sure it's a review. But anyways, you get the point. All right, so join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. Create a motivation ritual. Do something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. So that's make it attractive. Make it easy. Reduce friction. Decrease the number of steps between you and your good habits. So not only choosing something with the least you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Damn, what's that word? I gotta read it. Damn, what's that word? Choose the path of resistance. That's the word. Resistance. All right, so reduce the friction. Decrease the number of steps between you and your good habits. Damn, I can't remember the example for that one. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but I'm trying to think of an example. Decrease the numbers of steps between you and your good habits. Oh, so like this one was on the one in the book. The example he gave was if I'm trying to go to the gym, then I need to try to find a gym that's like on the way to work instead of picking a gym that's like on the other side of town. So that way it's just very convenient. So that's the example for that one. And this is still make it easy. Prime the environment. Prepare your environment to make future actions easier. So if I want to read more, after I make my bed in the morning, put my book on top of my sheets. So when I come home for the night and it's time to stack it in, boom, there's my book. You feel me? Prime the environment, prepare your environment. That's it. Master the decisive moment. Optimize the small choices that deliver outsized impact. Master the decisive moment. Optimize the small choices that deliver outsized impact. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all right. So optimize the small. There's like a list. There's like a chart for that one. I hope I can like skim through and find it. There's a chart for that one. It was talking about how like there's so many decisions in a day. Where is that chart? Where is that chart? Where is that chart? Damn, you stupid bitch. Where'd you go? It's third law. It's the third law. Where is that chart? Bear with me here, guys. There it is. Boom. There's a chart. All right. So, I hope I get that page still. This is the chart. You see it? So it's like, right here is like your day starting. And then it's like you got bad choices, good choices, and then all of the in between. So you'll know when you know your day. So there's probably a point within your day where it's like, damn, I probably should, like, let's say it's right before work and I'm about to play the game. And I know when I play the game, sometimes I tend to get carried away and then I be late to work. So at that decisive moment, I should decide to not play the game. Maybe I just instead of playing the game and being late, maybe I do some push-ups, or I extra pack my lunch, or I go give my girl a massage or some shit. That's that one. Master decisive moments. Use the 2-minute rule. Downscale your habits until they can be done in 2 minutes or less. So boom, this one was an example he was like talking about. That's actually really cool. But going to the gym, we're gonna use that example a lot because I want to work out more. So going to the gym, and it was used a lot in the book. But he had said like a fan of his was like a fat nigga, and then he told the fat nigga, take your fat ass to the gym for 5 minutes for 5 days straight. So the fat fuck went to the gym for 5 minutes, 5 days straight. And then the second week, he was like, damn, you know what? I'm already at the gym, and I feel like I could probably work out for more than 5 minutes. So now I'm going to work out for 10, 15, 20, 30 hours. You feel me? So you're starting off small instead of biting off more than you can chew. You're starting off very, very small. And you want to break down your goals to the smallest step. So like, I want to get rich. Right? So let's break that down. What's the first step to getting rich? You need to determine what the desired number is for you to be considered, that you consider being rich. I want to make $100,000 a year. Okay, well, $100,000 a year, that's like around $6,000 a month, something close to that. I don't have my calculator. 6 times 12, 24. 48, about there. Yeah, 12, 24, 48, 6. Yeah, that's about there. So 6,000 a month. How far are you from that? Oh, I am making 3,000 a month. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna make 3,000 more. Okay, so here's my schedule. I'm making a shit example of this. I guess the gym one's the best one. You want to get in shape, so what's the first step? Go to the gym. Go to the gym for 5 minutes. That's like the best example. You're turning a vague statement of I want to get in shape to a 5-minute session at the gym. And then eventually that 5 minutes is going to turn to 10, 20, 30, 40, and now you're working towards getting in shape. Fuck that other example I was just doing. I was trying to make a good one, but yeah. Okay. Automate your habits. Invest in technology and one-time purchases that lock in your future behaviors. That one was talking along the lines. That's pretty fucking self-explanatory. There's apps that will help you budget. Like auto pay. There you go. Auto save, though. Auto pay and auto save. Download the app or turn on, like Robinhood. On Robinhood, you can turn on a feature that automatically takes whatever custom amount you set out of your bank account every month. So that way, you don't even get a chance to not make that decision. It's already done before you even see your paycheck. That's make it easy. So make it satisfying. Use reinforcement. Give yourself an immediate reward when you complete your habit. I can't think of what the fuck that example was. I mean, a good example would be like, well, I'll write down my workouts now. So journaling, that was one of the examples. I write down my workouts, so I get to check out all the boxes as I'm doing them. So I'll do like 300 burpees. No, I don't do 300 burpees. That's a lot. I wish I did 100 burpees, and then I'll do 300 push-ups. They're split up, and then I do these X-Men. I call them X-Men. 100 of those. So I split them up in like, for the 100 X-Men. No, we'll do 100 burpees. I split them into 10s. So once I do 10, I check off that box, and then I check off that box, and then eventually I've checked off all of these boxes. So it's just, you feel me? It's giving yourself satisfaction. Yeah. I had another. What would I do down here? Make it any. Oh yeah, the one with saving money too. Transferring the money you didn't spend into a savings account and watching that account gain up. Make doing nothing enjoyable when avoiding a bad habit. Design a way to see the benefits. Use a bad habit tracker. Keep track of your habit streaks and don't break the chain. That's self-explanatory. Use a bad habit tracker. Keep track of your habit streak and don't break the chain. Never miss twice. When you forget to do a habit, make sure you get on track immediately. So if I didn't work out today, I need to make sure I'm working out tomorrow. That's the laws, the 4 laws for how to create a good habit, and then they're like little caveats, I guess. All right, make it invisible, reduce exposure, remove the cues of your bad habits from your environment. take away all your cigarettes and fucking packs of cigarettes, throw them away. Reframe, make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset. Highlight the benefits of avoiding bad habits. You're gonna save money if you stop smoking, and your lungs are gonna be healthier. Make it difficult. Increase friction. Increase the number of steps between you and your bad habits. Use a commitment device. Restrict your future choices to the ones that benefit you. Restrict your future choices to the ones that benefit you. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. Use a commitment device. Can we break down commitment device? I can't remember that one. I don't think I'm about to find it. How does that? I can't remember that one. What is that one? I don't know. I guess you could take that one for what it is. I can't remember that one. Use a commitment device. Restrict your future choices to the ones that benefit you. I don't know that one, so I'm gonna skip it. But all in all, this book was pretty good. 1 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 or a 9. It's pretty universal. No matter who you are or what you do, this book will help. If it's trying to stack $1 million or get in shape, it's not like it is it's a one cookie. Cause I don't know. It's a one size fit all type of shit. Like, this book will help you. I give it a 9. Matter of fact, I'll give it an 8.5. It's pretty good. It's a simple read. It's not too crazy. I read this shit in 2 days. I did have a lot of time on my hands, but it's pretty good. I would recommend. You know I'm a hater, so if I could shit on it, I would. But it's simple. It is simple and universal. You can apply it to any altitude or whatever the fuck. So yeah, Atomic Habits by James Clear. It was actually recommended to me by a friend not too long ago. Oh, this nigga lives in Columbus. Huh. I just literally discovered that at this second. I just read the back. I haven't read the back yet. Clear is an avid weightlifter and photographer. He lives with his wife in Columbus, Ohio. Interesting. Yeah. Now it's a 10. Yep. James Clear. You hear me, nigga? I'm in Columbus too. Give me $1, nigga. I just advertise your shit. You feel me? Let's go.